but anyhow, we kept a list in the call center of funny things that had happened, and some of them were pretty neat. Like this customer called in and said, "How many squirts can you get out of a small tube?" You know. And then I had another customer call in and said, "Y'all have cheated us. You have cheated me good." And the sales rep said, "Really?" Said, "What did we do? We'll take care of it." Said, "Well, I'll tell you what you did." Said, "You owe me 270 pounds of paper." And she said, "Really?" He said, "Yep." Said, "I ordered 300-pound watercolor paper." And said, "I just weighed it and it doesn't weigh 30 pounds. Yeah, it's a true story. Oh, I love this one. Somebody said, "Do you carry Windsor and Neuter paints?" Yep. Yep, we got those. Yeah, what color you want? Oh, huh?
Caput Mortem.
Yeah, Caput Mortem. That's one of their colors. Oh, that's all I can remember.
Can you paint a watercolor mural in your bathroom?
Yeah. Can you paint a watercolor mural in your bathroom? Yeah, you can.
Over and over.
Yeah, yeah. You can. Especially if you use those Windsor and Neuter paints. You can do it. And that Bob Burridge brush. Yeah, that'll do it every time, won't it? Yeah, that'll do it. Well, any more stories? Or, huh?
How do you name your paints?
How do we name? Oh, yeah.
Very sad.
We have caught more grief over that. We thought it would be kind of, I don't know what we thought it would be, cute or something to change the names. And so when we first did American Journey, we picked a few colors that were unusual that nobody else had. And we gave them names like
Halloween
Red Hot Mama.
Red Hot Mama. Yeah, I named that one myself.
Passionate Purple.
Passionate Purple. Yeah. That's when I was a lot younger. I was naming those things.
Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bumblebee Yellow.
Who is the Red Hot Mama?
Well, that's for us to know and you to find. Yeah, Carolyn.
What kind of question was that?
So that's how the names came. And now, I'm sorry.
Junebug.
Junebug. Yeah. Isn't that a nice name? Have you seen that color? Have you looked at it?
Oh, I love the color.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't get what the June bugs.
Are they
that color?
They are that color.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we catch those bugs, crush the little suckers up, and there goes the paint.
That's the best. By the way, that's the best color in the world for painting windows.
Oh, how nice. Look, there you go.
Windows is a pain.
Yeah.
I understand that you all have started producing mummy. Where are you digging them up?
Well, Joseph, it's yours again.
Yeah, I'm anxious to hear.
Remember the lady we were talking about a little while ago?
Yeah, you know, Winsor Newton really did make a paint called Caput Mortem, which means really dead, I guess. And it was made from mummies. It was ground up and, yeah, made from, really, this is true. Larry and Helen O'Conner over here, we are very proud to say have a distinction of being the #1 workshop attendee people.
Yeah.
How many so far, Larry and Helen? Here.
It's 40-something.
40-some workshops they've attended. Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You have a question?
I was just going to say, I heard that somebody made a color called palette mud.
Oh, yes, I was going to do
I
that.
thought that was a joke.
Yeah, no, I was going to make palette wood mud 1 and palette mud 2, and it would save you all from doing it. You know, you don't have to take 3 colors and make mud. We'll give it to you. You can make it yourself.
Sell it to you, right?
Yeah. Actually, golden acrylic had a gray that was made from all of the leftover colors. And I forgot what they called it. What?
It was sludge.
Sludge. It's called sludge, yeah.
And Gamblin does one
Gamblin
called
does
Turret Gray, which is
Gray.
the same.
Yeah.
The bottom of the vat.
Uh-huh.
Good stuff.
It's always different every year. It, seriously,
true.
it really is
That's
different.
out.
Yeah. How about that? Questions, comment? Yes.
I want to say something, but it's a little more serious, and I don't know if I want to bring down the humor. I mean, I've heard that joke that Joe just told about 7 times, and I
But you laughed. You laughed again tonight. This is
A
barbecue.
couple of things. I live here,
I'm sorry to hear
so
that.
not in a holler.
She does live on a
Couple
hill.
things to tell you. First of all, the change of the name. I call him Generous Joe. We live here. We know what he does for our community and lots of other places. It doesn't look as good on the side. We'll stick with the cheap Joe. It's got, it's got a ring, but he's Generous Joe, and we thank you for that,
Thank you.
Joe. But the first time I actually came up here was interesting. I lived in Chapel Hill, and I had ordered paints. I'd talked to some of the people. Takes you about 20 extra minutes because you have to laugh at the jokes and talk with them. It was great. And I thought, I'm going to be there. I'm going to come into the shop and I'm going to be able to buy. So I came in. I cannot remember the nice German lady that worked there. Gerda always helped me. She was absolutely wonderful. And I said, how can I go to Joe's place? I want to see it. And she said, oh, we're sorry. Nobody goes there. And I was very disappointed. Well, this was in '93. And it was just a
nobody did,
mail
Mike,
order
that's
place.
right.
And while I was there one time, a couple came in and they asked for Joe. And Gerta said, oh, I'm sorry, he's not here, and went on with, he's over at the other place. Well, how can we go there? Well, you can't. Then they said, we came all the way from Guam. We've been ordering. We want to see him. Gerta picked up the phone, arranged it. I didn't tag along. I was awful tempted to say, can I be your daughter and go? But they got to see the factory, the warehouse and stuff. And then I moved here permanently just in 2003 when it had all opened up. Joe lets us use his space for our watercolor workshop, our watercolor society in the summertime, so that's great. And one time I was taking a class, maybe I shouldn't tell this one, I was taking Bob Burridge's class, and Joe came Joe came running down to our class. He was all excited. He had some people from Spain who make brushes by hand.
Oh, yeah.
And they were going to do a demonstration and show a film. And he wanted to share it, so he brought our whole class, 25 people, up. That's the only time I've seen inside. But it was wonderful, and I came out thinking, $75 for a brush is cheap, if you could see what they do to make it. So, thank you.
Thank you, Barbie. Thank you very much.
We had a lady in Guam that had an incident, and I don't remember what the incident was, but it was something that we needed to apologize for. And sometimes an apology from me is good enough, and sometimes it needs an apology from Joe. So I said, Joe, we need an apology for this lady in Guam. And he said, I'm on it. He goes to the phone, he calls her, didn't figure on the time difference.
She's already mad at me now.
The apology call came in at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah.
And she was very gracious, though, wasn't she?
And then we became really good friends. Her name's Cynthia Schubert.
Yes.
Later she taught art on Guam, and later she said, if you'll send me a Cheap Joe's flag, we'll fly a flag over Guam, because you're the only one we're buying from. And she did, so.